Israelite crossing the Red Sea in the Jubilant song Exodus 14 and 15. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Tell the Israelites to turn back and encamp near Pi-Hahiroth between Migdol and the sea. They are to encamp by the sea, directly opposite Baal-Zephon. Pharaoh will think the Israelites are wandering around the land in confusion, hemmed in by the desert. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart, and he will pursue them. But I will gain glory for myself through Pharaoh and all his army, and the Egyptians will know that I am the Lord." So the Israelites did this. When the king of Egypt was told that the people had fled, Pharaoh and his officials changed their minds about them and said, "What have we done? We have let the Israelites go and have lost their services." So he had his chariot made ready and took his army with him. He took 600 of the best chariots, along with all the other chariots of Egypt, with officers over all of them. The Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, so that he pursued the Israelites, who were marching out boldly. The Egyptians, all Pharaoh's horses and chariots, horsemen and troops, pursued the Israelites and overtook them as they camped by the sea near Pi-Hahiroth, opposite Baal-Zephon. As Pharaoh approached, the Israelites looked up, and there were the Egyptians marching after them, the sea before them, the desert behind. And on the horizon, the dust of Pharaoh's vengeance, hemmed in, trapped. The people's faith crumbled into terror. They said to Moses, "Were there no graves in Egypt?" they cried. But in the chaos, one voice spoke not of fear, but of a promise. Moses answered the people, "Do not be afraid. Stand firm, and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today. The Egyptians you see today you will never see again. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." And the Lord moved. The pillar that guided them now became their shield. The angel of God, who had been traveling in front of Israel's army, withdrew and went behind them. The pillar of cloud also moved from in front and stood behind them, coming between the armies of Egypt and Israel. Throughout the night, the cloud brought darkness to one side and light to the other side, so neither went near the other all night long. To Egypt, a wall of darkness and confusion. To Israel, a wall of fire and light. Through the long night, they were separated, protected, and prepared for a miracle. Then came the command, "Move on." And Moses stretched out his hand. A furious wind from God carved a highway through the heart of the sea. Walls of water stood as monuments to his power. And on the dry ground, the Israelite, a nation, walked through the depths of the sea on dry ground, with a wall of water on their right and on their left, from slavery into the realm of the impossible. The Egyptians pursued them, and all Pharaoh's horses and chariots and horsemen followed them into the sea. During the last watch of the night, the Lord looked down from the pillar of fire and cloud at the Egyptian army and threw it into confusion. He jammed the wheels of their chariots, making it difficult to drive. And the Egyptians said, "Let's get away from the Israelites. The Lord is fighting for them against Egypt." Blinded by fury, Pharaoh's mighty chariots of gold thundered onto the seabed, but at the dawn watch, their courage melted. "The Lord fought for Israelites," they cried. It was too late. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Stretch out your hand over the sea so that the waters may flow back over the Egyptians and their chariots and horsemen." Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and at daybreak the sea went back to its place. The Egyptians were fleeing toward it, and the Lord swept them into the sea. The water flowed back and covered the chariots and horsemen, the entire army of Pharaoh that had followed the Israelites into the sea. Not one of them survived. That day the Lord saved Israel from the hands of the Egyptians, and Israel saw the Egyptians lying dead on the shore. When the Israelites saw the mighty hand of the Lord displayed against the Egyptians, the people feared the Lord and put their trust in him and in Moses his servant. On the far shore, they turned and saw the terrible judgment and their complete salvation. And the silence broke. A song erupted from the heart of a freed people. "I will sing to the Lord, for he is highly exalted. The horse and its rider he has hurled into the sea. The Lord is my strength and my song. He has become my salvation." Then Miriam the prophetess took a timbrel, and all the women followed her with dancing and joy, echoing the song of deliverance. "Sing to the Lord, for he is highly exalted. Both horse and driver he has hurled into the sea."
I will sing to the Lord, for he is highly exalted. Both horse and driver he is hurled into the sea. The Lord is my strength and my defense. He has become my salvation. He is my God and I will praise him. my Father's God, and I will exalt him. The Lord is a warrior, the Lord is his name. For Pharaoh's chariots and his army he has hurled into the sea. The best of Pharaoh's officers are drowned in the Red Sea.
The deep waters have covered them. They sank to the depths like a stone. Your right hand, Lord, was majestic in power. Your right hand, Lord, shattered the enemy.
In the greatness of your majesty, you threw down those who opposed you. You unleashed your burning anger. It consumed them like stubble. Ate by the blast of your nostrils, the waters piled up. The surging waters stood up like a wall. The deep waters congealed in the heart of the sea. Now the enemy boasted, I will pursue, I will overtake them. I will divide the spoils, I will gorge myself on them. I will draw my sword and my hand will destroy them. But you blew with your breath and the sea covered them. They sank like lead in the mighty waters. 11, who among the gods is like you, Lord? Who is like you? Majestic in holiness, awesome in glory, working wonders. You stretch out your right hand, and the earth swallows your enemies. 13, in your unfailing love you will lead the people you have redeemed. In your strength you will guide them to your holy dwelling. 14, the nations will hear and tremble. Anguish will grip the people of Philistia. 15s of Edom will be terrified. The leaders of Moab will be seized with trembling. The people of Canaan will melt away. 16, terror and dread will fall on them. By the power of your arm, they will be as still as a stone until your people pass by, Lord. Until the people you bought pass by. 17, you will bring them in and plant them on the mountain of your inheritance, the place, Lord, you made for your dwelling, the sanctuary, Lord, your hands established. The Lord reigns forever and ever.
From the depths of despair to the heights of praise, A story of a God who makes a way where there is no way, who fights for his people, and who turns our fear into everlasting song. Lessons from the Chrysosthon T. Amp Crossing Exodus 14:1. God's strategy often feels like a dead end. God deliberately led Israel into a militarily illogical position, trapped between the sea and the army. His purpose was not their comfort, but his glory and their ultimate, undeniable deliverance. Our dead ends, financial, relational health, are often the very places God has led us to demonstrate his power. The impossible situation is the stage for his miraculous intervention. 2. The anatomy of fear versus faith. The people's response: fear. They looked at the Egyptians, cried out in panic, and accused Moses, and by extension, God, of malice. Their vision was horizontal, limited to the immediate threat. Moses' response: faith. He directed their gaze upward. Do not be afraid, stand firm and see the salvation of the Lord. The Lord will fight for you. Faith acknowledges the threat but fixes its hope on God's character and promise. 3. The dynamic of divine action and human responsibility. God declares, I will fight for you. You need only to be still. Verse 14. Moments later, he commands, why are you crying to me? Tell the people to go forward. Verse 15. Being still is not passive inactivity. It is a posture of trust that enables active obedience. Faithful stillness, trust in the heart, precedes and accompanies faithful movement, action with the feet. We trust while we obey. The purpose of the miracle revelation. God states his purpose repeatedly. I will gain glory, and the Egyptians shall know that I am the Lord. Verse 4, verse 17. 18. Miracles are not just for the benefit of the believer. They are divine revelations of God's character, power, and sovereignty to the world and to opposing spiritual forces. The deliverance was a sermon in action. 5. God is both protector and guide. The pillar of clouded fire moved from leading them to protecting them. Verse 19-20. It was light to God's people and darkness to his enemies. The same presence of God that guides you in peace also stands as your shield in battle. He is multifaceted in his care. Part 2. Lessons from the Song of Moses. Sin Amp Miriam Exodus 15:1-21. The proper response to salvation is worship. Immediately after physical deliverance, the first communal act is a song. Worship is the natural overflowing response to experiencing God's saving power. Testimony and praise should follow triumph. It solidifies the memory of God's work and cements the community's identity as a redeemed people. 2. Worship reframes the narrative. Notice how the song retells the story. The panic, mud, and confusion of chapter 14 are gone. Instead, it's a majestic, poetic retelling from God's perspective. The enemy's boast is quoted and then utterly crushed. Verse 9-10. The strong east wind, chapter 2:21 p.m. becomes the blast of your nostrils. Chapter 15. 8. The chaotic drowning is described as the enemy sinking like lead and like a stone. 15:5-10 in God's mighty waters. Worship teaches us to see our stories through the lens of God's sovereign power and victory. It transforms our memory of trauma into a testimony of grace. 3. Theology is formed in song. The song is packed with foundational truths about God's character. The Lord is a warrior. Verse 3. He actively fights for his people, majestic in holiness, awesome in glory, working wonders. Verse 11. His nature is unique and powerful, unfailing love. Verse 13. His covenant loyalty, chest, is the motive for redemption. The Lord will reign forever and ever. Verse 18. His victory is eternal and establishes his kingdom. 4. Worship is inclusive and embodied. Moses and the men sang. Verse 1. Then Miriam took the lead, and all the women followed her with timbrels and dancing. Verse 20-21. The worship was corporate, cross-generational, and involved the whole body, voice, instrument, and movement. Authentic communal praise has room for different expressions and leaders. It engages the whole person and the whole community. 5. Salvation looks backward to inform forward faith. The song doesn't end at the sea. It looks ahead to the conquest of Canaan. The peoples will hear and tremble. Verse 14-16. And the goal of reaching God's holy dwelling. Verse 13-17. The victory God has already won is the foundation for faith in the battles yet to come. Past deliverance fuels future hope. Subscribe, like, comment, and hit notification button for more videos, more Bible study, and more Bible knowledge. We got you.